Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Alright, cool.
he will not afraid to read so many parts of the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what they said to me. Because I said to them, only I read the Bible. I'm not the one to write this Bible. If you are against to me, why not against to the people who write this Bible? Like when I was in Spain.
Yes, thank you. Ruel?
Cool. Alright, so Ruel, why don't we're just give Marcos a break for a bit, and actually, do you wanna sit here because we get a better light here? I want to talk to you about some things too.
Okay. Again na kayo basit damagan.
I'm just gonna ask you some questions, some of the stuff to kind of clarify that he was saying, and then also some other history questions, and also about Marcos. First question, I guess, would be who is Marcos Oberto?
Who is Marcos Orbito is Monsignor Marcos Orbito is Monsignor or head bishop of the Interfaith Spiritual Church based in the Philippines, or it starts in the Philippines. And he became the head bishop of the Interfaith Spiritual Church, registered in 1980. And my big brother Albert and I, in June 1986, my big brother Albert invited me to visit Monsignor Marcos Orbito and his residence where he lived in San Manuel, Tarlac. It's a north part of Manila, about 165 miles north of Manila. And from where I live in Mariveles, Bataan, which is west-south where he lived, for about 100 miles, and my big brother invited me to visit him, and I got to saw and meet Marcos in June 1986. When my big brother and I went there, then we met him, and I was amazed with what happened with my big brother, because when he saw Monsignor Marcos Orbito, he was so giggling, like he got a lot of joy in his heart. And I was so curious and amazed about it, because when I saw Marcos, I just feel a normal person, you know, because on that time I believe to God, but I'm not very active like compared to the religious people, or compared to my big brother Albert, which is grew up to my father and grandparents in the mother side, that before Monsignor become the head bishop of the Interfaith, they are in the Union Spiritista name of religion. And yeah, they are. So my big brother know Marcos since he was young, and he was a faith healer since he was 9 years old. So he heard a lot about Marcos. So after 20 years, he got a chance to see him. That's why he got lots of joy in his heart, that unspeakable and unexplainable. And that's where we met him and experienced my first faith surgery, call it healing, in the Philippines.
So what was that like?
My experience in my first faith healing with Monsignor Marcos in June 1986 at my back, because I believe I need to be treated in my back pain, in my crows, in my back, and my lungs, and I feel something. I feel something cut my back. It's not very painful, but I feel it. Something like rip it, my skin. And then I feel a warm liquid thing that's coming. Uh, I mean that skid to my skin and drop it in like a blood color. And then I feel a relief. Not that much. Uh, I cannot explain that much, but that's my first experience, and my first healing is like my mind is divided with the physical mind and the spiritual mind, like if that could be possible or not. But I just went to it because my brother have also operation in his heart, because according to my brother's doctor, he got lots of problem in the hearts because he's having a abnormal abnormal heartbeat.
Okay. What is the history of the Filipino faith healing? Like where did it find its origins? Like is it in the Catholic Church? Is it in Filipino like indigenous religion, or is it like kind of partway between?
According to the statement of Monsignor Marcos Rubiro and some old peoples in our country, that they or before they already in the mountains with old people living in the mountains, they already doing something faith healings, like if they have sick people, they are just one of their they call it healers. They give them treatment and different techniques and methods for their healing in the mountains. And but what I know, I exposed in the faith healing when I met when I was a child, since I was maybe I'm about 8 years old when I saw people doing faith healing in the church where close to our house when I was young, until I met Monsignor in 1986, and then that's the beginning. I exposed to the spiritual healing, and I learned about the teachings of healing. And according to the Bible, which when we attended the seminar to the Interfaith Spiritual Church through Monsignor Marcos Urbiro, that the healing already starts most indication in the New Testament and the first century during Jesus Christ, and he performed a lot of healing during those days, and he taught his disciples, including believers, to receive miracles and powers. And that's what I learned in the Interfaith Spiritual Church through the Bible. So believers now are believing that those are the gift of God in the way of God. But in the Philippines, there are several group of religion that performing faith healing, and before the interfaith registered in 1980, like Monsignor Marcos Robiro said, he performing uh, spiritual healings since he was in the group of Union Spiritista religion, which is his parents' religion those times, and relatives and friends.